on Daybreak. Warren Flowers, who's 75 years old, is going to see parts of his book for the very first time. Warren Flowers sitting right in front of me. Mr. Flowers, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Queen of Angels grade 10 students Emily Long and Paulina Matthews.
Good morning.
And they are both with us this morning. They've been preparing it. Warren, so you haven't seen any of the finished product yet, have you?
Not yet, no.
How did you find out that this was going to happen? When did you first hear about the project?
Well, I was recruited by Lisa Kimberly Blickman, who teaches art at QAA, and she was looking for some volunteers, and I thought it would be a neat thing for me to do, particularly since I enjoy the company of academics and I enjoy the students. I think that the young ladies at QAA are marvelous, and it's a pleasure to work with them. And it's an opportunity for me to get my memories into some kind of order that I can give to my children and my grandchildren and going forward.
Emily, tell us about what it was like meeting Mr. Flowers and talking to him.
It was a really great experience meeting Mr. Flowers. He's a brilliant man, and I really enjoyed learning about his life story. I could tell you lots of things about Warren. I mean, he has an amazing life. He has amazing children, hobbies, his animals. It's just really great to get to know him.
And Paulina, what did you learn about Warren Flowers in the process of all this? Was there anything that surprised you, that sort of stuck out?
Well, I think the thing that stuck out was how much he accomplished over his life and how well he did and how successful he has become.
I'm going to ask you, you have a couple of pages of the book, is that right?
Yes.
You got them right there? Do you think you could give them to Warren Flowers? He's going to get an avant-premiere. And Mr. Flowers, we're going to let you have a little look there for a start. See what you think.
Yes, well, this is this really comes out of the bottom of the picture book. These are pictures of me as a baby, which, as you can see, is some years ago, and it is really really.
Is that
really
you as
amazing.
a baby? What are you lying down there on a?
I'm lying down on. Actually, I was born in Toronto.
Right.
Although I have no recollection of Toronto, and family moved to Montreal when I was still very young, and. This the other picture here is of me and my brother and my parents, and from 1944.
That next page looks like a pretty dashing wedding photo.
Yes, well, in those days, this was a picture. This is a picture of me and my wife, my late wife Rose. We were married in 1959, and in those days, people got married a lot younger than what they do today. And it's one of the things that when starting to work on this book with the girls from QAA made me realize how fortunate I was to have had this wonderful wife and two wonderful children. In fact, the girls know one of my children who teaches at QAA. In fact, I think they're going to a class with
Next
her.
period.
Emily, what did you think of that wedding photo when you saw it?
Oh, I just think it's a really nice photo. I mean, Warren looks so wonderful in it, and I mean, as you can tell, he hasn't changed one bit.
Well, it's maybe 50 pounds.
Lisa Glickman, you're an art teacher at Queen of Angels, and this whole project was your idea, and a fantastic idea as well, if I can say. And you know, what made you think that this could work?
Knowing my students as I do, and they're so inquisitive. They're always open to new ideas. This was something that I asked for volunteers, so it's not part of the school project in terms of academics or marks. It's completely voluntary. So the girls that are involved are doing this all on their own time, of their own free will, after school and on their own time, and coming in at lunch to work and working at home. All the beautiful drawings that you can see, all that ink work, that's Paulina's working on her own time to do those drawings. Those are hand done by Paulina. I recognize the style. So these are the kinds of girls that I knew that if I asked them I would have a few that would step up to the plate. It was almost harder finding willing seniors to talk about their lives. And I felt that I do a volunteer with my dog at West Island Palliative Care, and I don't get to know the people very long. And hearing some of the stories, I really wanted to start to be able to find some way to let some people encapsulate that for their families or for other people. And so this seemed a way to be able to do that.
How close is this, what we've seen today, to what you were hoping it might be?
Oh, they surpassed. I mean, I think there was nothing less than what I would have expected, but I think I brought in a lot of books, images from handmade journals and so forth to give them some ideas of what could be done, and suggested, they could use any kind of